Hello everybody, this will be a video on navigating an exchange. This chosen exchange is one of my personal favorites. It's Bybit. If you guys learned something new from this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I will also be leaving this in a playlist called Navigating the Exchange, and just kind of creating a playlist of videos for newcomers to kind of learn the ins and outs of trading. Anyways, this is the very front page of Bybit when you first open up an account and get it. If you guys don't have Bybit, I will leave a link in the description to Bybit using my referral link. It helps out the channel too. As always with exchanges, especially crypto exchanges, I highly recommend using a VPN. I highly recommend NordVPN out of all the VPNs. I also have a video on the top 3 VPNs. And so anyways, just getting into Bybit, I am on the front page of it. And I'm just going to walk around like navigating it pretty much. If we go to this trade, we can go to the general markets. This page is basically just a highlight of all the trading pairs that you can trade. This is derivatives, so it's basically margin trading, pretty much what it is. Next is spot, and this is just without margin trading. This is like a separate part of the exchange where you can have separate wallets, like your own investment portfolio, whereas derivatives, you can use your trading portfolio. And I highly recommend to keep those two kind of separate in a way. Anyways, if you come to the tab up here, you can go to the trade, and this is where quoted in USDT. This is mainly the trading pairs that you can use with leverage. This will be quoted in any pair using Tether. Next down is called inverse perpetuals, which is using the margin of Bitcoin and earning more Bitcoin in this. And here is USDC. It's basically just a different form of Tether. And here are the various trading pairs to it. Next is derivatives. This is more margin. And what this is just, again, Tether using a whole bunch of trading pairs here. Don't ask me how many there are, but there's a lot. There's inverse perpetual, which for each one, it's using its own form, its own coin as a profit payout, and you're using it towards leverage towards the exchange. So it's earning more in this specific currency. So earn more Bitcoin, earn more Ethereum, EOS, XRP. Now there's Bit and Dot. They're adding a whole bunch as time goes on here. Then you got inverse futures. Futures is really just predicting the future price of a market, pretty much. I personally don't really trade futures, but maybe I'll trade futures in the future. But I don't know. And then this is USDC perpetual. So you earn more USDC and use that as collateral in margin. And so it's just a payout in that sense. Next, I'm actually going to go into one of the derivatives markets where you can use leverage and just kind of navigate into that. So I'm going to do that. And here we are, just in the main trading window that you can use for derivatives. In this example, I'm going to be using the BTC USDT trading pair. And so on this side right here is the leverage options that you can use. There's different ones. There's Cross, where it uses your whole trading account and predicts the leverage liquidation point based off of that. I really don't recommend using Cross, but recommend using more isolated margin, where it's uh, calculating out the liquidation price and using the margin based off of the trade that you put into the window. And then here is like the different settings that you can use to adjust your leverage. And another note is that if you do go above 20, it gives you this kind of warning. So make sure you do change this back if you do end up using a large amount of leverage. I do have a video on this separately, which I'll leave a link in the end of the video. And so here you can go to the open price, which is basically what Bitcoin is trading at the time. And here you can select a limit order. Limit orders is adding liquidity into the order book as shown right here. This is all the orders. So you have the price of Bitcoin right here. And then you have the quantity in Bitcoin, and then the total quantity per total of at that price level. And so up here you have all the sell orders pretty much. And then right here, this green, you have all the buy orders, and then it will show you all the recent market trades. I know it's a lot to take in at first, but we'll get there. And so with a limit, you enter the order price. And so this will be any amount of order for Bitcoin, a Bitcoin price. And then this will be the amount, your position size that you want to put in. So in this case, it's Bitcoins, and then it will tell you the order value in Tether if you are unfamiliar with the Bitcoin pairing. You can also do order by cost, which again is just using USDT cost, or the mountain dollars. And that can be a simpler way to put in your exact position size instead of having to monkey around with how much Bitcoin is equal to your position size in dollars. So it's really up to you what you want to use. I personally use the USDT because it's a lot easier and a lot quicker, and I know my position size right away because it's in dollars and I don't have to worry about converting it to Bitcoin. And so with this too, if you want to add a long, you just hit open long. In this case, I don't really have any margin, but you'll open long and then a whole window will pop up. It'll pop up your order price, how much you're ordering, your liquidation price, and then it'll say like confirm or cancel. So it's giving you another option whether or not you want to open up that trade. Next, we'll go to limit orders, and limit orders is really just ordering the current mark price, and the mark price is derived by index price and funding rate. So it's basically how the exchange is viewing the current price of Bitcoin in this case to where you can get it in instantly. And so you would have entered on this right here. So if you would have done a mark of any amount, again, you can change back and forth between Bitcoin and Tether. But if you do like open a long here, it'll put you in at this price. So just something to keep in mind. And so what you also want to keep in mind too with market orders is that they're more costly compared to limit orders. So then speaking of fees, I did pull up the platform fees. In this case, it's Bybit. And recently there was a new update on the trading fee structure. And so this came into effect on the starting on the 18th. So people rewatching this video, this might be the updated fees. And so with spot trading, this is all the limit fees. Basically, the taker fee is who you paying towards. Usually, sometimes it'll be towards longs, sometimes it'll be towards shorts. And then the maker fee is really the person receiving the fee from the taker. And so they just kind of go back and forth between each two. And this is for spot trading. And so VIP level is really based on how much, money you have in the exchange. So it changes the fee structure really. And then you got perpetuals and futures trading up here on this side, and the maker and taker fees are like so, based on the VIP and pro level. This must be exclusive to Bybit. I don't really pay much attention to it, but this was the old fees, but we'll try not to confuse you too much and get into that. Next is a conditional order, and these can be a little bit confusing. Say you do want to buy lower, and so let's say you want to order Bitcoin price at 38,000. And so price will go down and say it does hit 38,000. Now the trigger price can be looked at as like a stop loss towards that 38,000. So let's say you enter a $300 price. It will set a stop loss at 37,700. And so it will get you out of the trade if price does go below that level. So I'm going to go back to the homepage on Bybit, and then next we're going to kind of look at our P&L losses or order history. This might be useful if you want to check over trades and kind of see the history, order price and whatnot. So you're going to go to the sidebar up here, and you're going to go to orders. Then you can hit on any like derivatives order or spot order. In this case, I did the derivatives order, and here you'll have any previous trading asset you did. So let's say we were doing USD perpetual. Here you just go towards what the trading pair was. So in this example, I'm going to go to the BTC USD, hit search. Nothing will come up, but it will show you all the order histories under that pair. And then one last thing is that you can go to your icon up here and just kind of go over to the settings to your account. You can create a sub account, like a second trading account. I recommend it once you start really becoming good at trading, and you can have multiple orders basically all linked to one account, but they're kind of like separated out. And so that's kind of useful to have. And so that is pretty much it to navigating an exchange as a trader. If you guys like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Plus, I'll leave a link to Bybit in case you don't have an account yet. Please feel free to make an account underneath my affiliate link. It really helps out the channel. And thanks. Bye.